What is up, everybody? My name is Jess Weber, and this is Spiritual Warfare. Welcome to the show, and welcome to a lot of these newcomers, actually. Hey, you guys just keep pouring in. It's unbelievable, actually. And we really appreciate everybody coming in and everyone signing up on the website and supporting our store. It's just unbelievable. And obviously, you guys are still taking advantage of the free shipping and 10% off when you use the promo code GodWins. So we do appreciate that. American Fighter 2.0 is finally out. We had to revamp it because, sometimes you look at some old designs, you're like, we got to tweak that. It's 2023. We need a 2025 it. You know what I mean? But anyways, so fighting, what is it? Fighting for America has been revamped officially. So there it is. If you haven't seen it, there it is. What a beauty, huh, Chuck? That's a beauty. And the guy almost looks exactly like me. That's very strange. Looks exactly like I mean, he looks a little smaller than me. That's for sure. You know what I mean, Chuck? Yeah. His arms are a little tinier than mine, but I have to say, his hair is, he's got a little better hair. I like his hair. I do like his fuller hair. Yeah, that's pretty good. I don't know. It's pretty good. Anyways, American Fighter out now at webersway.com/shop. Check it out. All right, guys. A lot of weird things going on, obviously. A lot of things that should be going on because this is exactly what we voted for, right, folks? I mean, it's not, don't be ashamed. Do not be ashamed of what you voted for. This is what we wanted to happen. We want illegals being taken off the street. And I know it might sound cruel or whatever, but it's too bad. Okay, this Colorado incident, okay. Enough is enough. I mean, obviously, if you didn't have these protests, it probably wouldn't spark anything. These people wouldn't, if there wasn't war going on, these people probably wouldn't come out of their sleeper cell. But you know what? It's exposing them. You know what I mean? But the thing is that American people are getting hurt because of it. Now, both sides are both, whatever. You guys want to hate each other, go ahead. I don't know. I don't understand the hate. Go ahead. It's just, you're in America. You should be thankful that you're in America and not across the seas over there dealing with bombs every single day, dealing with a country that absolutely hates you and you absolutely hate them because we know that's true, right? Okay, Hamas, Palestinians, you both hate Jews. You both hate Israel. You both cannot stand each other, right? River to the sea, right? Doesn't that ring a bell? So that whole war going on over there, it's just, it's just a waste. Literally a waste of people dying. That's for sure. Okay. It's a whole waste of a news cycle. It's a whole waste of everything. All right. If they could just understand that Jesus is the king and then we would just move on, right? With the Jews, huh? Palestinians, I don't know. You hate the Jews for what reason? What's the reason why you hate the Jews? Because they hate you? I mean, I don't get it. One claims all the land. Israel claims that they've had all the land. Who had the land first? Who cares at this point? You know what I mean? I mean, they're trying to take over America, right? They're trying to, what is it? We stole the land here. Isn't that what they try to say? These people, these leftist idiots, we stole the land of America, right? This Palestinian Israel, you guys got it. This is just dumb. And then think about this. Imagine you are, you're literally, imagine if you were just, you're in a country, right? And you're fighting for a country across seas. You know what I mean? You're literally just, I don't know, wasting your time. It's unbelievable. It's very strange of what's going on. But this Colorado guy, I guess he had malt, these freaking cocktails with malt. What is it? Walkie talk cocktails, fire bombs, whatever you want to call them. I call them fire bombs, throwing them at people. I mean, just think about the loserness in this person, right? And not on top of that, he just threw his whole life away. He literally got into America, right? Living free and large, right? And then he throws it away because he's protesting over a war that's going on overseas. He's Egyptian. I don't know. Is Egypt in Palestine? I don't know. Is that in Gaza? I don't think so. Maybe
can't do nothing.
We can!
Not here.
You have to end service!
Not here, bro.
You're not!
I'm taking video right
You have
now.
to end service!
He was wearing an orange suit with like something on his back.
Spraying alcohol,
Spraying
too.
alcohol, but what he did was he made it look like he was here.
He's making Molotov cocktails.
I mean, you got the gay flag in the background. This sums up the whole situation right here. That's right. You have that flag, this idiot. You're going to have a bad day. That's for sure. So, anyways, he's injured a lot, 6 or 7 people, 8 people were injured because of this idiot. And he said he would still do it again. He's after the Zionist Jews, and he says, free Palestine. I know they're trying to push that word, that phrase right there, free Palestine, to make it look like it's a hate crime to say that. They're trying to encourage that, actually, because this is the second time someone has created an attack, or probably more than the second time, create an attack and then saying free Palestine. So they're like, oh, they used to have free Palestine. That sounds like a murder. You know what I mean? So anyways, this guy, he's a complete idiot, wasted his whole life, comes to America, probably spent his entire life savings coming here or whatever he did in 2022 as Biden led every criminal here in America. But then again, criminals, I can't imagine they gave up too much in their past life. I'm sure they probably just got out of prison and then just come to the land of free, right? Anyways, he just throws his whole life away. The full law will be thrown at this idiot. That's right. I'm sure he will definitely end up in El Salvador's jail or Alcatraz, because they are thinking about opening that up. That'd be interesting, huh, Chuck? Chuck deserves to go to Alcatraz of all the crimes he's done, right? I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Anyways, throwing his life away. Under what means? Under what? Words being exchanged back and forth. Oh, you don't like this. You don't do that. It's like, come on, people. It's just so mind-boggling that you would just throw your life away just for what? To do what? I mean, like, I don't know. I don't get it. Looks like, look at his headshot right there. It looks pretty good. I mean, it does not look like in there. It looks like he aged at least 10 years with that gray hair. But man, the hatred of people out there. Listen, we will disagree. We will, we will, pounce on the people that need to be pounced on, but we're not going to hate them to try to kill them. Unless they're a criminal, right, Chuck? Unless they're a criminal, then we gotta, we don't like them, right? All right, let's see here. We don't like this minimal. There we go. Let's see. It says, I don't give a F about any illegal immigrations in this country. What? How do you say your name? Deport all illegal immigrants. That's for sure. Isn't that? That's what people love to see, right? They love it. We're seeing a lot of raids in Boston, New York. They need it, please. Listen, Boston definitely needs a nice flush out, but they don't understand. These people are absolutely insane. There was literally a lady just complaining to ICE, saying, I'm filming you. I got your license plate. But they're just outraged because the ICE is there to get rid of criminals in their little town, and they just don't understand it. They just can't handle it. This is Plymouth, Massachusetts. Look, check this out. This lady's just arrest her and deport her, I would have to say.
Excuse me. Can I ask you what the nature of this is?
Don't worry about it.
No, I am worried about it. I'm asking you what the nature of this is.
Do not walk up on me.
No,
you're going to get arrested.
I'm not going to get
arrested. Do not walk up on me.
An active law enforcement scene right now, man.
Yeah.
You need to leave. Go across the street.
I'm not going to leave.
You have? Well, you can be arrested just the same.
I will not be
It's
arrested.
called interfering.
I will not be arrested. I'm here as a citizen and I'm videotaping this. I will videotape it. I will be here. This is illegal. What's happening here? Not in our community.
Oh, yeah.
This is illegal. You're not welcome. I'm getting your license plate.
Yeah, get your license plate and tell the police. Idiot. Unbelievable. As I stated in the comments, I said, imagine wanting criminals in your neighborhood, huh? Let's see if anyone replied, huh? Let's see what they said. Any haters? Are they here illegally? So if they are illegal, then they're a criminal. How hard is it to understand? If you are in this country without documentation and aren't supposed to be here, then you broke the law. That's simple. That's right. Or was what you voted for a criminal. Okay, Swift. That's not nice. Don't just try to switch it up on me. Okay. Who's the criminal? Trump's not a criminal. He got dropped of all charges. Nice try, buddy. Someone says to me, imagine voting for a criminal. So dumb. These people are dumb. Imagine voting for one in the White House twice. Clown. Wow. These guys are evil. These people are mean to Jess here. I would love to come and have them come on the show, right, Chuck? Give them a piece of my mind, huh? I would love to debate some leftist idiot. You know what I mean? Just to watch them just shoot off all the lies to me. And they'll sound pretty good. Don't get me wrong. Some of these leftist idiots, they think they sound really good. They're like, oh, yeah, I don't know who's this. There's this Dean kid. He's like a child, like a literally 15-year-old little child. Little pesky little guy, right? Anyways, little beta, little liberal twert, right? And he's talking about, I don't know, I think there was some debate or whatever, why Kamala would have been a better choice. And he's like, oh, Kamala's policies would have been so much better because she would have increased the tax on the corporate and decreased the tax on the average Americans. And he was naming all this bullshit policies. I'm like, okay, buddy. All right. That's enough crap. Okay. Has the Democrats ever learned their lesson? Have they ever? Has anyone figured it out that they are literally the demonic freaking side? Has anyone figured that out? Huh? The left? Right? Huh? Right is always right, right? Wouldn't you want to be right? Not just the right side, but wouldn't you want to be right as what you think and morally what is acceptable? Right? Right. You don't want to go left. Screw that. You don't want to be part of the demonic party, okay? That they are just completely lost. And it is very clear to me that whole side is full of Satan. They took advantage of Biden because he was declining. They had a bunch of people running the office, road people, getting bills signed with this auto pen. I like to see this auto pen, right, Chuck? What is it? A pen, and then you just stick a document in it, and it just goes. Is that basically what an auto pen is? So, I mean, think about it. I mean, it's just a little, that side's just crazy, and then they let in all these criminals in this country. Well, like, why would they do that, huh? Why would they do that, huh? Sure. I'll tell you why. The reason why they left these illegals here in this country is, well, obviously, of course, it's to create chaos, number one. But number two, secretly, they were all going to be voters in 2028. That's for sure. They were definitely in some cahoots with their secret planning because obviously these aliens, these illegals, these leftist, satanic, whatever, anyways, they are after them. They're using the money that the Biden administration left for them for this administration, right? That's $93 billion, this USAID, all these NGO companies that have all this money to facilitate all this behind the scenes. They were doing this during the Trump years in 2016 to 2020. They were doing it. All right. They got away with it. Trump didn't see it. I don't know why he didn't see it, but maybe he did. They're like, oh, yeah, they'll fight him on the border. But really, secretly, they're trying to facilitate all these people, right? So anyways, as this administration goes on, they catch everything. Now everything is in panic mode. Now they're getting deported one by one. I love it. Hopefully it continues on. That's right. Hopefully it does, right? Comrade Harris will not be for any position she's done. That's right. She is done. I am from Vietnam, and I love this country, and I'm loving the great President Trump. Oh, that explains your name. Ming Jing Hein 5728. I hope I got your name right. Right? Respect all laws enforcement and not throw the scab's ass in jail. That's right. Okay. But anyways, I just, these illegals have just got to go. I'm sorry. Here's the face of a criminal. It always will be one. All right. He's off to El Salvador jail to get his butt beaten by another Salvadorian from MS-13. I'm sure he'll probably have to join the gang to survive in that jail cell. Here's some more ICE raids. I love these ICE raids. It almost should be a show, right? Like cops, it should be ICE, right? ICE. Get them, ICE. You know what I mean? Something.
Was there as person after person left Miami's immigration court in tears Thursday. Yanet Correa could not hold back her pain. She screams injustice after her husband was placed on an expedited deportation order after showing up to his immigration check-in in Miami. The detentions are not only creating panic and fear, but Correa's immigration attorney tells NBC6 it's also creating confusion.
When a
person enters the U.S. at the border, they decide what law to process you under. And now here in court, they're deciding to process you under a different law.
Immigration court attorney Antonio Ramos tells us this is now the new normal.
What I have been seeing is out of the few people, most of them, they have crimes, previous crimes, and sometimes not even have applied in front of the judge with any application, just an open case. And we have seen just a couple of cases. They have no crime, but the issue was they never filed an application before the judge.
Was there.
Listen, ICE did you a favor. If you look at it that way, okay, right? ICE obviously did you a favor. ICE saved you. You were married to a criminal. You had no idea. Maybe you had no idea. Maybe you didn't know the extent of crimes that he lied to you about. Maybe he said, I just came over to this country. That's crime number one. And you were okay with it. And you're like, okay, he won't do any more crimes. But then he has a rap sheet. Killing, raping, murdering. Killing, raping, that's the same thing. The killing and rape, killing and murdering. That's always the same thing, right? Trafficking, yeah. Trafficking, murdering, killing, trafficking, anything. Children, drugs, you know what I mean. So, ICE did these women a favor by getting rid of your husbands, okay? They were bad men. Stop crying. We just saved you a whole ton of headaches. And actually, literally a real headache, you know what I mean? Maybe a death. Right? That death, you could have been dead. They probably would have killed you next or raped you next. You don't know that. It's very possible. I would think so. I mean, come on. I mean, why else would they deport them, right? Unless they're illegal, right? Of course. Criminal and illegal, the same thing. Listen, if they were just coming over this country legally, they still needed to be deported. Now, if you're so upset, you can actually go with them. You know what? Even America actually gave an offer out and said, hey, if you want to go back to your country, we'll even pay for your trip and give you $1,000 because we know that's probably $1 million in your country. You probably live lavishly for a while, right? Right, Chuck? Yeah, I mean, if you go to those countries, I think they're cheap over there, right? In those in the jungle, right? I'm sure they accept American cash. The jokes, they'll just give them counterfeit money, and literally it will never come back to America, and they'll just play with their counterfeit money in the country. It's a hilarious joke. I love it. I just love it. Trump is just hilarious. Comrade Harris will not be for any position. Okay, you already read that one. Okay, I'm sorry. Sometimes I switch off and on and comments here. All right, let's see. Moving on. Here is, this is, okay, listen. ICE people, they wear masks, right? I don't know. Those other guys weren't wearing masks. You should be wearing a mask. The reason why ICE people wear masks, well, what do you think? Huh? You think they're doing it because of COVID? Huh? You think they're doing it because they don't want to breathe in the dust or the smoke or the dirty illegal? Huh? They don't want to, you think that's what it is? No. It's to hide their identity. Oh, they're cowards, you might say on the left, right? No, I don't think so. Maybe you got some asshole taking pictures of them and reporting it and placing it all over the internet where the whole family lives. Well, this next video tells you to shut up pretty much.
Why do they wear masks? I'm going to answer the mask question. So, no, not the mask, the mask. So a lot of agencies were invited to come out 2 weeks ago in Los Angeles where we ran an operation where ICE officers were doxxed. So let's just say that again. People are out there taking photos of the names, their faces, and posting them online with death threats to their family, and themselves. So I'm sorry if people are offended by them wearing masks, but I'm not going to let my officers and agents go out there and put their lives on the line and their family on the line because people don't like what immigration enforcement is. They are wearing those masks because we ran an operation with the Secret Service where we arrested someone that was going online, taking their photos, posting their families, their kids' Instagram, their kids' Facebooks, and targeting them. So let me ask, is that the issue here, that we're just upset about the masks? Or is anyone upset with the fact that ICE officers' families were labeled terrorist?
Listen, you could easily make that up. You know what I mean? Just what he's saying. Listen, we question everything. Obviously, you could easily make that up. But what idiot is doing that? Who's taking pictures, right? You know who does that? Illegal criminals will do that. These illegal lawyers would do that. Yeah, that's what the criminals would do that, right? What idiots? That's like the Antifa. Antifa would do that. They would take pictures of you and dox you, put your address up, and then sure enough, your whole house front door is full of eggs. Or they try to burn it down or try to, smash your window. These people are crazy. I've seen someone smash up their car just because they're a patriot. It happened in LA all the time. This is why a lot of people kind of left. They're like, I'm out of here. You guys are crazy. Listen, you come into my house, you're getting shot. I'll tell you that much real quick. You just see how fast I can do it. You know what I mean? But anyways, it's just, listen, they're covering their face. Let them cover it up, right? This is what they got to do. They got to do that. Huh? So Chuck's like, I should cover my face, right? Well, whatever. You come after me. We'll see what happens. We'll see who's this fast, strong one, right? We'll see. All right, this just popped up today. Trump's new portrait. I don't know. It's trending. Here we go. Let's see what it is. There we go. That's it. Okay. All right. That's the new portrait. I guess that'll be the new portrait going into every federal building. I thought we've already seen that, Chuck, right? I thought we did. All right, this just in, breaking. Trump says no tax on Social Security is coming, and a large deduction after which many will have to pay. Wait a minute. A large deduction after which many will have to pay. Will have to tax. What? Will have to tax to pay. What does that mean? Did he do that wrong? A large deduction after which many will have to tax to pay. Okay, whatever. I don't know what that means. What is that? I thought that meant something like you didn't have to pay tax. I thought we were going towards that direction. Which many of you have no tax. Okay, he wrote it wrong up here. Come on. No tax on Social Security will be done also, but in a different form, a large deduction, after which many have no tax to pay. Okay, that's what I thought it meant. Sorry about that. The guy, some of these people, you wouldn't want to publicize this, okay? You literally missed the major word. No. Side eye. It's kind of telling you maybe, possibly, will there be eventually no income tax to pay ever? Under a certain range, possibly, huh? How about that? Well, imagine that. Imagine you get your check and you get your full check and you don't have to get deducted for income tax. I mean, you still got to pay for Social Security. You still got to pay for Medicaid. You still got to pay for, I'm sure there's another tax in there and another state tax. But the majority one, the big one, is the income tax. So that would be nice. Get rid of that one. Get rid of the state tax. Get rid of the property tax. And no Social Security tax. That's good for grandpa, right? And or whoever who's in that gray area, literally. No tax for tips. I guess that's good for the I didn't want to say hookers, for the waitresses or anyone that collects tips in a fashion, right? Uber Eats, those are all the liberals, right? There you go. The Starbucks employees, you don't have to pay tax on your tips, because I mean it's mostly credit card. You're putting the tax on you're putting the tip on the credit card. I mean, even going to a lot of restaurants, you're always doing that. No one really uses cash anymore. So if we can get that passed, that'd be amazing. Listen, even if there's liberals will tell you how much garbage there is in it. They'll say this is bad, that's bad. If you pass this beautiful bill, blah blah blah. It's the same crap every single year. We talk about this every 6 months. Another bill they got to pass. The Senate and Congress are going to fight each other about it. Do the people want this? Like literally, we have no vote. We've already voted. We voted for Trump. So whatever Trump does, let him do it. Okay. That's what we voted for. Then you got Congress voting on the bill. It's like, hello, we already voted here. Hello. We voted for Trump. So why are we having another vote what Trump wants, right? Is that just so Trump's not crazy or, just passing radical things or, being smart about everything? I guess so. I guess there's got to be checks and balances. I get it. Just vet the bill. Make sure it's okay. All right. Make sure there's no wasteful spending, obviously. Pass the damn thing. Okay. I don't know about this whole thing about it. If it doesn't get passed, what happens? Well, the whole government shuts down. I love how they threaten that. Chuck Schumer always used to be like, oh, shut down the government if you don't pass this bill. People are going to die. They're literally claiming that these Medicare cuts, people are going to die. You know what? People on Medicare die all the time. I'll tell you that much right now. People die all the time, regardless if they're on Social Security, Medicare, anything. Literally. That's what they'll do. They could pass Medicare, right? Let's just say 10,000 people on Medicare die, right? And Medicare's fully funded, right? They had all the treatment possible, but they still died. They won't say a word. But if it does pass and they do die, they're going to be like, oh, he died and he was on Medicare. See, told you, people were going to die. But if they didn't pass and they died, they wouldn't say anything. That's how it works with the liberals. Matter of fact, it works on both sides, I would have to say. Listen, we're not, we're not really happy with the Republican Party. Okay, we're MAGA first, right? America first. That's all we're all about. This whole, well, you know what I mean. It just needs to be straightened out. That's all. All right, none of this wasteful crap. It's a little done with that. Right? Woo! We're on fire tonight, right? Huh? Look at that. We got 600. All right. That's good, Chuck. 630. That's good. We're growing. We're going. Sales are coming today. Hey, guys, thanks again for buying a shirt tonight. I don't know. The people are just buying them like crazy right now. That's great. American Fighter is on trending. Is that trending right now? Chuck, how many we got? 64 sales. Hey, that's pretty good. All right. 64 sales on American Fighter t-shirt. Awesome. That is amazing. Hey, anyone get the God shirt yet? The one I'm wearing? This is my favorite shirt. This is literally my favorite shirt. The Spirit of the Sword. Logo's insane in the back. I love it. I love this shirt. This is a more powerful statement, I would have to say. God, right? Armor. You know what I mean? I love it. All right, moving on here. All right, should we get into the gay crap? The grooming month begins. That's right. Well, it starts. It's starting now. And here's the first disgustingness of the 1st of June. Is today 1st? No, 2nd of June. Second day. They just love grooming. They love it. Watch this groomers.
Whoa, I'm waking up. I feel it in my bones enough to make.
All right, you might think this is, really disgusting. Obviously, some sicko, doing splits, a manchi doing splits, right? In a thong, whatever that thing bathing suit is, right? Well, it's doing it in front of children.
My systems low. Welcome to the new age.
Whoa.
To the new age. Welcome to the new age. To the new age. Whoa.
Oh, there's a child right there clapping because the mom is mentally ill. Another child. Oh my gosh. All these little children. Look at these people. All the sickos. These are all sicko groomers, pedophiles. Look at this thing. He's just a complete groomer. Look at this. Same dance moves of every tranny, every drag queen. Look at this satanic thing, huh? What was this troll came out of the forest, huh? Look at this disgusting thing. Look at me. I'm a monster. Uh-oh, granny now. This is great. Now I want to take my dress off in front of little children. This is the type of entertainment that Pride provides. That's for sure, huh? And the children just stand there because they're forced to watch it. I'm telling you guys, this is grooming 101 right here. Oh, yeah. What's that? Oh, now she's going to take the front off to see her boobs and her butt. And look at the rainbow dress. It's disgusting. Chuck, you did not tell me that. Oh, my God. This is awful. Oh, my God. There's a fake dog. There's a man dog. Holy cow. What a loser. Oh, no. Twinkerbell has literally got fatso. Holy cow. Oh, no. Another Manchi on the stage with a full beard. This is insane. Oh, my gosh. This has got to stop, Chuck. Can we stop this video anytime soon, please? Woo, this is too much. Oh, my God. Oh, no, the children are dancing. Oh, you got some freak trying to show off. Oh, because she's probably a lesbian for the first time. Oh, my gosh. The children are dancing on the stage with the freaks. Oh, my gosh. Everyone thinks they're so cool. They got to dance with a stick, and he thinks he's an Indian, but he's not. He's white, and he's got some stupid flag. And oh, my God. That's right. Pride is not for kids, folks. Not for kids. Whew, that was painful, Chuck. All right, moving on. Obviously, there's a lot more to go. And we do apologize for the Satanic Pride Month. But if your kids are watching Sesame Street, well, you might want to shut it off. And I'm not talking about the Iraqi Sesame Street. I'm talking about the American Sesame Street. That's right. Sesame Street is now trying to introduce, well, drag queen Muppets, I would say.
Finally unveil Alan's monster makeover!
What the heck?
It's uncanny. Ellen looked just like Jonathan Van Ness.
Cookie Monster Cookie. That is Jonathan Van Ness.
Elmo, Cookie, are you ready to see my monster piece?
Ready, Jonathan!
Mama Bear, some runway music, please.
Oh, yeah.
People and monsters alike, a round of applause for the Not Too Late Show's newest monster, Alan. Ta-da! Alan Monster is wearing the latest and high monster.
This is just trash. That's right. Shove it into a freaking tree eater, right? Look at this. This is disgusting. Another satanic video, another, children's show to teach your kids positive things, teach them math, educational stuff. But no, you got this satanic demon that comes out with a beard that tried to look like a woman. I don't know what the hell it is, but we call it a Manchi here. Coming out with another Muppet dressed in drag or whatever the thing is. And it's sick. Listen, folks, this is how you groom children. This is how children be like, oh, this is nice. I want to wear a fuzzy purple thing, mommy, daddy. And mommy, daddy are mentally ill. And they'll be like, okay, Charlie. No, call me Charlene. Okay, Charlene. That's where the confusion starts, okay? That's right. It's never ending. Speaking of more trans and well, there was a whole state championship this past weekend that happened. And, well, what do you think? Who won, Chuck? A man or a woman in the women's sports? That's right. Chuck yells out, man. Let's see if it's true. Oh, it is true. Number one, a trans athlete tells a critic to get a life after dominating a girls' high school track and field state championship for the second year in a row, huh? Imagine being second and third. Imagine that. Imagine the third place was like, oh, I could have got second. And the second place, oh, I should have been first. But the first place beat me by a minute and a half because of his Manchi legs, his Manchi testosterone. We know what testosterone does, right? Jordan. Anyways, yeah, where's the women's movement? I mean, this is almost up to the men now. I think the men have to need to step in now, right? The patriotic men, the American men, the alpha men. the men that protect women. I think it's time for us to finally stick up for these women because they're obviously not going to do it. I know Trump has tried. He sent out a massive ban against men and women's sports, but that doesn't seem like it's helping. We need internal movements. We need the men to stick up in their little towns here, and I don't think they are. They need to, and I think it's time. Got to protect these women. You don't understand how horrible this is. All right, they're going to be, these Manchies are going to be spread. They're going to be setting like, incredible records, right? You got to remember these Manchies are losers if they were to play on the men's sports, right? If they were playing on the men's sports, they'd be last place. Okay. That's where they would rank. They're last place in the men's. So they go to the women's, they'll be first place. I do apologize, women. You cannot beat the last place person in the other sport. Okay. It's okay. That's why there's men and there's women's sports. Anyways. So there you go. Go get a life. The Manchi says, huh? How about that? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Oh man. This is the one, another track and field. Well, this is the one that was making headlines. This other Manchi.
We got our men now taken to the stage. In lane number 1 from North Torrance, 38.51 last week. Strong and well.
That's right. As the Manchi steps off this podium, the second place steps into the first place. She knows she's the winner. It was good of her, but you still did race against her or him. I get it. That's so confusing. You know what I mean? Anyways, hopefully they will do something. I don't know. I don't know what else they can do, Chuck. I mean, they're just getting dominated. It's not good. Do you guys remember being called conspiracy theorists or hateful or, well, we don't give a shit, right? Well, that boxer in the Olympics, remember that girl that punched that one lady and she just got rocked and she's like, whoa, I cannot, I'm not fighting this thing. This thing clearly has got testosterone in it, screaming. We all like, this is a man. We know it's a man. She's hiding it. Of course she's hiding it. He's hiding it. Well, leaked medical reports proves Khalif is biological male in the bombshell claim about the Olympic boxers. Huh? How does it feel? Come on, conspiracy people, truth seekers. How do you feel about this one? Huh? It feels good, doesn't it? But we knew from day one, obviously, it was clear as day. I mean, literally just looking at the thing looks like a Manchi, right? But sure enough, that medal should be taken away. They should be taken away, sue her, and give the trophy to the rightful owner, right? Whoever that is, right? But anyways, we were right. Doesn't it feel? It feels good. It feels good. The left was still probably, oh, what are you talking about? It's a woman. Yeah, well, 5x more testosterone more than expected. Female fighter. Tests were leaked. More tests were leaked. Tests were leaked about it being a male and tests about 5x more testosterone than expected. I mean, the first they expected probably, okay, maybe she's a male and she's probably got, 600 testosterone level or 800 as an athlete, right? But 5x, she's probably up in the 2,500, 3,500 X range, I would say. She's probably pumping in testosterone, acting like a woman. I mean, this is genius. If you're going to dominate a sport, right? Think about that. Yeah, kiss that gold medal goodbye because it's not yours and you don't deserve it. That's right. All right, moving on. Man, here's a statement from Trump about Colorado. Here we go. Yesterday, a horrific attack on Boulder, Colorado will not be tolerated in the United States of America. He came in through the Biden's ridiculous open border policy, which has hurt our country so badly. He must go out under Trump policy. Acts of terrorism will be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. This is yet another example of why we must keep our border secure and deport illegal anti-American radicals from our homeland. My heart goes out to all the victims, terribly, tragedy, and great people of Boulder, Colorado. Trump needs to go to Colorado. does. He needs to go visit the victims. Colorado's a blue state. Very communist over there. They're very demonic. Something underneath that airport, right? Something underneath that. Should we talk about that? You guys love motorsports, right? Manly sport, I would have to say. You know, riding dirt bikes and stuff like that. Well, guess what? They went full gay. That's right. How about that? Super motocross. Welcome Pride Month, huh? How about that? And they shut off the comment section of their posts. Super motocross went fully gay. That's right. They are gay. Not good, folks. We're losing them one by one. Just saying, we're losing them. Not good. If they want to go gay, Justin, they are going gay. It's not good. All right. Let's continue on. Let's go to well, this lady's very upset about Target. Target, I guess, canceled DEI, canceled Pride Month. So that's a win and a win, right? Well, this lady's very upset because there's American merchandise.
Pride Month in my Target that used to have the Pride section. It's now all USA. Yay. It's an American summer. Except for tourism, because tourism's down because no one wants to come here. USA. Woo! And honestly, my dad served in the military, and I'd love to be really proud of this nation, but it's hard to be proud of it under Donald Trump. But hey, you know, while you're here, pick up a USA bikini. You know, why not? Yeah, Target's really taking this anti-DEI.
And so, if you're looking for me, I'll be on the platform. Think possibly sitting on a trap now.
Looks good. Looks good. I like that. I like the American stuff. Like the American stuff. I love it. That's an American fighter for you, right? Get that. Webersway.com/shop. Use the promo code GodWins. There you go. Man, I just love it. That's a win. Another win. Target switching up gears. You know damn well if Kamala was in, they would continue on this gayness. If Trump, and then 2028, if a Democrat gets in, they're just going to switch gears. So Target's just trying to just, we'll go with whoever wins. You know what I mean? Don't ever forget that, folks. Even though they might put out American stuff this next 4 years. Okay. But if they do it the following year, after the 2028 election, if this is supposedly Satan gets in, right? And they switch up to the gayness and they don't stick with the American stuff, that's done. You're done with Target. You're done. I don't mean we don't shop at Target anyways, but I would say like you should really be officially done, right? If you're really going to stick it to them, right? All right. All right. You know, this was strange. AOC, I was looking into some of this stuff, and AOC's got a lot of problems in her family I did not know about. And this video pretty shows up. Anderson Cooper was asking her about it, and she just did not like it. But here's some legal trouble of her family. Her younger sister, Helena, is facing up 20 years for vandalizing a Tesla dealership. Huh? What do you got to be? The biggest loser to do that. Her older brother Matthew was caught trafficking fentanyl on Lake Superior. How about that? That's good. What a nice, have a little brother that does that, huh? Her cousin Jose Barron committed $3 million in COVID relief fraud. How about that? Huh? That's nice. Anyways, someone says, let's see. Okay, you're spreading lies. None of this is true. I'm supporting her. Stop spreading lies, they say. Finding out after Efferout. Wow. We all came from help her grandma, really. Listen. The Cortez family, crime syndicate, someone says. I wonder how much kickback she got worth over $20 million now from being a bartender. That's true. I dislike AOC so much as an ex, but both of these stories were satire. They weren't true. So there you go. I don't know. I looked at Chuck. I thought we looked into that. Is that satire? Could be. But if it's not, well, she's got some problems, I would have to say. Anyways, we don't want to spread lies here. So if that's satire, we don't want to throw that up. I'd rather get rid of that stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't want that. Don't put that up if it is. You got to vet that stuff. Chuck, we got to vet it. Obviously, we hate them, but we have to get the truth out. We can't just spread lies about the Democrats like they don't do to us, right? All right, let's see here. This is a funny post by Trump. This was a good one. It came to my attention last night during the performance at the Grammy Museum. So-called rock band Fishbone dedicated a song to your favorite president, me, Trump. The song, Racist Piece of Shit. Huh. This is a parody. It's got to be. Fishbone Soldier. Yep. Dang it. It is a parody. What the heck is going on? Anyways, I'm not going to read the rest because it's a parody. That's 2 for 2, Chuck. Come on now. It was funny. It was very funny because Trump would say something like this. Anyways, let's just read it for fun, right? So now you know it's not real, right? Dedicated your favorite song, President Trump, me, Trump, racist piece. It's just rude. Don't listen to it even on Spotify right now. I'm the least racist person I know. The song is really about them because they clearly hate white people. They even stole the rock and roll. White people invented. Perhaps they like to perform their song El Salvador for captive. Audience will be really bad dudes who are probably Fishbone fans. I will fly them there for the show. One way. Thank you for your attention on this matter. That's funny. Anyways, I guess that's satire too. Yeah, man, we can't get trapped into these satire things, right? Democrat blasted alleged salute after the Democrat meltdown. You know, the whole Nazi salute is getting ridiculous. You know, you got this Cory Booker doing it. And there you go. That was a double salute. Wow. Dumb. The liberals are like, oh no, he was just saying my heart goes to you. Well, yeah, that was what Elon was doing. Oh no. Oh god. Anyways, anybody can make that gesture, and sure enough, you'll get labeled as a racist. You know what I mean? It's just unbelievable. All right, here's our favorite, Caroline Levitt. Let's see what she's got to say.
There's certainly a concern that the previous administration allowed way too many terrorists and illegal immigrants into the interior of our country. And that's why the Department of Homeland Security is working overtime to arrest, detain, and deport as many illegal criminals and terrorists that we can in the United States of America. And any act of violence will be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. There's certainly a concern that the previous administration...
There we go. Not just a border crisis, national security crisis. Biden caused it. That's right. All right, here's our Scott Jennings. Let's see how he destroys this liberal.
Piece of advice would be get rid of these violent tendencies, like this manifestation of anger and firebombing Tesla dealerships and
come on, January 6th. Okay, wait. Hold the phone. You cannot say it is just you can't just say it's the left that is violent. We had an insurrection at the Capitol.
You had one bad day, and what is going on the left right now?
Hey,
vandalism.
Scott,
Luigi
you called it an
Mangione,
insurrection perpetrated by the president.
Unbelievable. I mean, and the adherence to trying to keep these violent illegal aliens in the country. The left has a problem with violence. It is in its heart right now.
I don't think it is only the left. I mean, you have literally seen people on both sides committing violence. I think that the problem is not the left. I think it is the extremes on both sides of the party. And that is what's happening. Like they're the loudest voices, whether the leaders want them or not. And
my third piece of advice would be,
and they're the ones who tend to be the most violent. I don't think that's fair to say it's only the left. I mean,
but why is it happening? Why do late night comedians go on TV and encourage or coddle or give lip service to this vandalism of what went on with Tesla dealerships and so on? Why are there so many prominent people?
People didn't get hurt.
I totally get why Luigi Mangione would murder a guy. Like, why? I don't understand.
Listen, I'm not for vandalism, but like
it's more than that. They firebomb these things. Like it's obviously
dangerous, but it's happening on both sides.
What person on the right is committing violence today?
Oh my gosh. Well, first of all, when you're in power, you don't tend to be the ones that are doing that. But I think after they lost the election in 2020, there was a mob and a person died, and it was a riot at the Capitol. It was crazy.
It was a terrible day, and it should not have happened.
It was a horrible day, and it's not the only example. And they're the ones who are.
It was 5.5 years
can we
ago.
also talk about the fact that someone broke into Nancy Pelosi's house and violently beat up her husband?
You're saying that homeless drug addict is a conservative?
Well, I mean, why do you think she was targeted?
Why do I think a crazy, literal crazy homeless person in San Francisco did something? I couldn't begin to tell you, but I know it's this. They weren't coming to the Republican Party.
Both sides have faced assassination attempts. This is a thing that is not just, it's not just a singular party thing. And I don't buy that. Like, it's just not. It's not a singular party thing. Mm-hmm. There are radicals on the left and there are radicals on the right. There is radicalism. And people choose what they want to believe, and they believe it so much.
Why doesn't he respond to the January 6th? Yeah, one person died. Yeah, Ashley Babbitt. And a couple other people on the Trump side died. No one on the other side.
Much that they want to hurt people. I mean, you see it all the time.
I think you are discounting the very obvious evidence that this radicalism on the left is more than radicalism. It's anti-Americanism. It's anti-Western civilization. I mean, just look at the coddling and the encouragement of what's going on these college campuses. I mean, this is not just about the political fight of the day. The fight is for the future of the country. The fight is for the future of the West. And the left right now, all these people who are trying to tear down America and tear down the West inhabit the left, and they largely inhabit the Democratic Party, whether you like it or not. That's where those people's political home is right now. And until they get rid of it, they're going to have a real problem. And I think the country is onto it. I mean, this is more than radical.
There you go. Scotty, there's a lot. You could have destroyed her a lot easier on that one, I would think. I mean, January 6th is an easy one to defend for sure. Okay. You had federal agents instigating violence, people that died on our side. The girl got shot. That guy's not even prosecuted. The cop that died, he died the next day from natural causes. All right. And there was another, Susan Boyle died. Another lady got beat by some cops. A couple other people got heart attacks, I believe. And it's just, obviously it was a bad day. We weren't there, right, Chuck? A bad day. Give me a break. Anyways, boys, I thought this was funny. We love conspiracies. We love pranks, I guess. Well, the Nelk boys took a conspiracy theorist to Illuminati party, a fake one. This was always my dream job, is to actually put conspiracies and make a TV show about it. You know what I mean? Like, all right, bring like someone that really believes in aliens and like just set up a whole scene where there's an alien, a spaceship, and I get abducted, or, or they start to, actually capture him and stuff like that. Just make it real. But I guess Nelk boys are doing it. So hats off to them. Anyways, here's a little snippet of it. I guess it airs tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern.
Brothers share blood. And thus, a brother tonight shall begin our meeting by shedding his blood. Are there any volunteers?
That's the guy that's marked.
God damn it, Logan! Come on, man. Just let me do it. You've been a giddy little fuck ever since we started grooming you in Ohio. Hadu, Hadu, Hadu. Brothers share blood.
Anyways, I think that could be funny, but I don't know. I'm gonna have to call the Mark has got to know. I mean, just the way he was pressing the knife in his hand did not look real. And if I was seeing that, I'd be looking for the fakest stuff ever, right? Anyways, and that's supposed to be Logan Paul. I don't know. Is the guy gonna fall for that? I don't know. Anyways, interesting. Anyways, I thought it was funny. And we don't condone Illuminati, that's for sure. And whatever, right? All right. This is also rumors have it. Jerome Powell may resign as SARS today, I guess, right? Trump administration may just cut his rates for himself. So Jerome Powell, the guy that just won't bring down the rates. So he is eventually could be stepping aside. Good. I believe he has 2 more years, but wants to get rid of him. Good. Get rid of him. You know, that's a win. We've been talking about getting rid of him. I don't understand why he hasn't been gotten rid of by now, right? All right, folks, that is going to wrap up today's show. Obviously, this is actually not New York Post. Trump shares a wild conspiracy that Joe Biden was replaced by soulless, mindless clones. Listen, it's a conspiracy now, right? What did we learn today? Conspiracies come true, usually on day one, but it comes out like 6 months later. How long do you think this one will take? Jock says 6 months. I say a year at least. I mean, you're talking about exposing cloning and robotics and AI and all that stuff. So, well, AI is here now. AI is looking really good. I'll tell you one thing. It's looking pretty good. It looks good now, but how good is it going to be in a year or two, huh? It's going to be pretty amazing. As a matter of fact, I'm AI this whole entire time. Yep. What? I'm a robot right now. No, I am AI. This whole broadcast has been AI, guys. Did you know that? Did anyone know that this is all AI? Did anyone know that? This is fun. Slingbag says the only thing that the left can bring up is January 6th. It wasn't an insurrection. I know. You know what they changed? They actually changed the definition of insurrection in the Wikipedia, which is corrupt, and they literally said exactly what happened on January 6th. It's like when a bunch of patriots go to the Capitol and attack the Capitol Police, is an insurrection. It's basically what it says. They used to say armed weapons taking over something, blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? All right. I think we're wrapping up. I think we just completely lost our Instagram. This Instagram is gone. All right. Because I said I must have been sent because we're wrapped up. All right. That wraps up today, I guess. All right. So who do we have to say that needs a prayer? You know who needs a prayer? That's right. You knew where I was going with this, folks. Here we go. Dear Heavenly Father, we pray to you tonight, and we ask you to cancel Pride Month. We ask you to reach out to every gay person and trans and drag and satanic demon in these people's minds. We ask you to reach out to them. Show yourself to them. Clean their minds for once. Help them realize that they're not gay, that they're not trans, and they want to cancel Pride Month. Have them come out all tomorrow, broadcasting. Pride Month is over. I'm not gay. I'm not transitioning. I have mental illness and it's gone. By the Lord of Jesus. Lord, we ask you to go to every single gay person's home and change them in your name. We love you, Jesus. We know you can make this possible. But will you do it? I don't know. We ask you, Lord, tonight to end Gay Pride Month once and for all. We say this in Jesus' name. Amen. All right, folks, that's it. Done with the Pride Month. It should be Veterans Month, right? It should be Spiritual Warfare Month, right? I want to see a golf match between Trump and Biden. I don't know, Slingbag. I think we would all fall asleep on that one. It'd just be, Biden. I don't think he'll last a second. You know what I mean? It would just be like, what is going on? What's wrong with this guy? You know what I mean? You'll literally hit it. You'll hit the tee, and the ball will roll back. That's how bad it'll be. All right, guys, if you haven't done so, go to webersway.com/shop. Everything's there. We're in stock, fully in stock. That's right. American Fighter is in 2.0. God oversized shirt. For the people that love oversized shirts, we made one just for you. The God oversized faded shirt. There's 4 different colors, just so you guys know. They're faded. They're, tan, and they get a little lighter, a little gray. Also, we got the Armor of God black logo shirt. That's out, too. The God Fitted t-shirt is out. And the Alpha shirt and the Alpha zip-up hoodie. That's another big seller, too. So get there today to support our show. Thanks for supporting us, and thank you for, what are we up to? 86 orders on the Fighting for our American fighter. There we go. How about that? Pretty good for one night. That's pretty good. 86 orders, huh? It's pretty good. We're doing all right. You know, spiritual warfare, we're growing. One day you'll see us in a brick and mortar shop, right? We'll get our own store. That's the goal, right? Our own factory. We'll get a factory. We'll hire only illegal Mexicans, right? Just kidding. I wouldn't do that, guys. Come on. All right, guys. We'll see you later. And remember, Jesus is coming. We'll see you later.
In the name of the truth, I'll rise up today. In the spiritual war, I'll never back down. If grace is my guide, I'll wear the crown.